Hi my friends, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Legacy Stacker, and today we're going to cover how to save $3,600 very quickly using cash. At the same time, we'll be reviewing this Kennedy Silver Proof $50 from 1993. Coins are related to history based on the date of the coin. Coins are also related to finance since they are real money. So come for the coins and stay for the history and finance. But first, to the computer. Now, here at the SD Bullion website, today is Monday, June 16th, 2025. The silver spot price is $36.34. The gold spot price is $3,445, which gives us a gold to silver ratio of 94 to 1. At a GSR over 90 to 1, all indicators are for buying silver. Then trade it later for gold when the GSR goes back to around 60 to 1 in the future. Hi my friends, as you can tell, I've made a decision to keep my identity anonymous on this channel for security reasons. Please feel free to participate in my Million Subscribers Challenge by clicking on the subscribe button below. Do you really want to know who I am? If so, please click on the subscribe button below, and when I reach 1 million subscribers, I will move from behind the camera to in front of the camera. That's my challenge to you. Subscribing to my channel won't cost a thing, and most of all, thank you. Here's the disclaimer. The coin we'll be reviewing today is this Kennedy Silver Proof $50 from 1993. This Kennedy Silver Proof $50 is from the San Francisco Mint, and we can see the S Mint mark there near the bottom of the coin just above the date, and the words Liberty and In God We Trust. And as we look at the reverse, we can see the presidential seal with the heraldic eagle there, clutching arrows and an olive branch representing war and peace, with the shield protecting the eagle's chest, and a ring of 50 stars representing the 50 states. This coin is graded Proof 69 by the NGC Grading Company, is made up of 90% silver, has a mintage of 761,353 coins, and based on that mintage and grade, is currently worth approximately $35. If you'd like to view my American Silver Eagle Proof playlist, I just finished reviewing that collection, and I'll put a link right up here so you can check it out. At this point, while we are reviewing this 1993 Kennedy Silver $50 proof coin, we ask ourselves what was happening in 1993 when this coin was minted at the San Francisco Mint. Bill Clinton was sworn in as president in 1993, with Al Gore as vice president. The World Trade Center in New York City was bombed by a van bomb, which was parked below the North Tower, killing 6 and injuring over 1,000 people. Little did they know in 1993 what would happen later on September 11th, 2001. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose to over 3,500 points in the year 1993, as compared to the over 42,000 points today in 2025. Inflation in the year 1993 was 3.0%, as compared to our current 2.4% inflation rate we're seeing this year in 2025. The average price of a new car was just over $16,000 in 1993, as compared to $48,000 today. And the price of a gallon of gasoline was just $1.11, as compared to the $2.79 per gallon we're seeing this year in 2025. The average cost of a home was approximately $138,000 in 1993, as compared to the over $531,000 today. And the average rent was just over $1,500 per month in the year 1993, as compared to the $2,340 today in 2025. There were a number of movies that came out in 1993, such as Tombstone, Sleepless in Seattle, and Jurassic Park. You may have seen some of them. Hit songs such as I'd Do Anything for Love by Meatloaf, Looking Through Patient Eyes by PM Dawn, and Whoop, There It Is by 95 South were popular that year. Let me know down in the comments, do you remember some of those things back in 1993?
Hi, my friends. If you've enjoyed the content of my channel and you're interested in collecting and stacking silver coins, you may want to check out my playlists on my Legacy Stacker channel. You can go to my Legacy Stacker homepage by clicking on the Legacy Stacker gold coin right here. Then at the homepage, you can click on the Playlists tab right here. As you can see, I've created over 15 playlists on my channel, so you can check out everything from my Morgan Silver Dollar collection, my Constitutional playlist, or even my most recent or most popular videos. Also, some interesting topics such as my Millionaire series, Dividend Stocks, or even the Fun Shows playlists. Also, did you know you can subscribe to my channel just by clicking on this Legacy Stacker gold coin right here at the bottom right hand of the screen? How easy is that?
Okay, so how have I saved $3,600 very fast? You may be asking yourself, why $3,600? Well, it's simple. I started by collecting $101 bills, as you can see in this stack. Then I started to stack $5 bills until I had 100 of them as well. Next, I moved on to the $10 bills, collecting 100 of them. Now at this point, I had what I would consider a starter emergency fund of $1,600. So finally, I added $120 bills, and if you add it all up, that comes to a total of $3,600. Now, as I started out, it was fairly easy to collect the $101 bills and the $105 bills. But as I got to the $10 bills, collecting 100 of them took a little more time. And collecting $120 bills took a bit longer. But it's not a race. The idea is to collect 100 of each type of bill. If you should need some of your emergency fund along the way, you could start over again, replacing what you need in that emergency. For example, if you need $500 for an unexpected car repair, you could pay for that emergency out of this emergency fund, and then start working again to fill up the emergency fund back up. For me, this is a great example of a quick and easy way to save up $3,600 for an emergency fund. I know this topic isn't directly related to stacking silver or gold, but I have applied a similar concept of saving or stacking, just applied to bills instead of silver or gold. But there's something almost magical about stacking the physical bills as opposed to digits in a bank account. The feeling is much like stacking silver and gold. It enables you to save. It just feels better to be able to hold it physically in your hand and makes saving it much, much easier. The goal setting is very similar as well. Setting a goal of 100 of each denomination of a bill sets your mind on accomplishing that very goal. If you would like to send me a letter, a sticker, or even silver or gold, my address is right here, and of course, in the description down below. Anything I receive, I will review on the channel, as these items will be my most precious possessions. And I can promise you, anything I receive, I will never sell. They will remain in my Legacy Stacker Forever collection. Now back to how I've saved $3,600 very quickly. If you watch my channel, you know I have my emergency fund stored in silver and gold at my depository, which is a professionally managed vault. However, if I have an emergency, I can contact my depository, request that they ship my silver and or gold directly to me, and I can then liquidate it at my local coin shop. Now, if I need to liquidate even larger portions of my silver or gold stack, I can even ask my depository to ship my precious metals directly to an online bullion dealer, like SD Bullion, for liquidation, and I'll get a check in the mail. If you'd like to view my full stack video, I'll put a link right up here so you can check that one out. Now, if I wanted this more liquid and even larger emergency fund than that, I could then begin to stack $150 bills for an additional $5,000, bringing my emergency fund to $8,600, And if I wanted an even larger emergency fund, I could stack 100 $100 bills for additional $10,000 for a grand total of $18,600. Quite a substantial emergency fund. So there you have it, my friends, a quick and easy way to stack a $3,600 emergency fund, or even larger. Stay tuned, my friends, as I continue my financial journey in saving, investing, and stacking. And always remember, my friends, silver and gold, it's wealth you can hold in your hands.